said it from the start, and we didn't really talk about it too much. But Pit Lord, Underlord was completely ignored in that entire draft.
Yeah, I don't know.
Both
what's
teams
up with
did not touch it.
Kind of weird. TNC, though, we're going into our second game with a very similar draft, at least for TNC opening. Similar bands, first pick Sloridar, maybe a second pick Darkseer, but Infamous are the ones to change things up with the Rubik Sand King. I like this a lot more.
This is much better.
We talked about how TNC had the stronger draft in game number 1, and still, Infamous were up by 5k gold around that 15-minute marker. So
lots of scrappy fights. This is I love this. This is like one of my favorite openers, like in general. I think China was the like region that started this first, like before the Boston like major qualifiers and everything. They were just like Rubik Sand King every single game. It was either one team would have one or the other. The Rubik would be first pick to kind of deter the other team from taking Sand King, and then they would pick the Sand King.
I'm sorry, Ben sitting next to us, Merlini. What'd you call it? I think that strategy was Yao's strategy, right? Yao can only play Sand King.
Oh, come on, dude.
That was Ben. That was the way Ben remembered it in his mind, because that was the opening. Rubik Sand King.
That was every single game, yeah.
Yeah, great hero. Gets the Rubik's probably one of the best supports against Sand King, so it makes sense for you to be able to grab them both as a duo. Weaver for TNC instead of the Darkseer, so still maybe looking at Sloridar off lane, maybe goes from the 4 position to 3 position. Maybe we'll see Weaver be support. Who knows? But TNC definitely have shifted their opening quite a bit.
Versatility in their draft for sure.
So Infamous, again, we're looking at them being lane dominators most likely, especially with the Sand King opening. What kind of heroes? Well, they're going to ban away the Disruptor just like they did last time. Is that just because Sloridar? Because Sloridar Disruptor is such a potent duo? Or do you think there's something specific about Disruptor that...
Might be just something the TNC really love a lot. I am not too familiar with like all of their their most played heroes and everything, but yeah, it's still like a strong hero that if you don't play in this kind of scrappy Goda, like that makes sense, right? Banning out the Disruptor, you overcommit, you get like glimpse back. I think it's a really good ban versus like the way Infamous plays. It just can get punished too heavily for the way that they overcommit a lot of the times. Disruptor really hurts that.
TNC got to ban away a Infamous favorite. Viper.
Yeah, the Viper. Very good versus Sloridar. Then they go, the double, they already have double minus armor build on the Radiant or on the Dire side, so ban out the Drow Ranger makes a lot of sense.
Weaver support becomes a lot more powerful when you have that Drow Ranger aura with you.
10
seconds remaining. And our next ban out for TNC. One of the big things I really like from TNC's draft in game number 1 was that they had really good pushing power coming out of their team. That's in part why they had such a large gold lead, is that they protected their towers really well.
Yeah.
They actually played out these scrappy engagements. TNC, even if they won the engagements, they seemed to get lured so deep in that they couldn't actually go for objectives and would usually get caught on their way out. And Infamous were able to just like split push and gain a lot of map control off of that.
Man, that respect ban. Both games they banned the same things. That Viper and the Tinker versus Kotaro.
We talked about this. Tinker's probably one of the big winners of this patch. Probably one of the best late game cores you can get right now.
Yeah, I mean, even like, especially the way Infamous played it earlier, at least versus Ukraine, he was like 7-0. Like the scrappy fights, the scrappy stuff, like he can always join these scrappy fights if he gets early boots of travel with the abundance of Dominator, he can always join the fray, be inside of fights, and then as you get levels later on, his talents are incredibly good. He gets a massive respawn timer reduction if he does go down. So he definitely is one of the big winners, especially if you have someone who loves to play like that and loves to constantly fight with it.
You know what I want to see is somebody takes the mini-map, blows it up a little bit, and then takes the AoE of heat-seeking missiles, that little AoE, and draw a circle around those towers and outer shrines that you can TP to. Yeah. That'll give you the idea of, like, what is the range of Tinker. Like, at any point in time, he could respond and be able to get off, this strong 300 damage nuke on a hero, potentially across the river, just because of some of these outer fortifications that you can get onto. TNC going to go for the Dazzle again. Worked out really well for them last time. Again, scrappy engagements, Dazzle with a Shallow Grave. is quite strong. Infamous get their hands on the Juggernaut once again, though, and that Juggernaut is probably one of the better heroes to deal with aggressive dual lane scenarios, and that may be what we're looking at here for TNC if they want to get the Weaver active with the Slardar. Though this is a little bit more difficult, right? Last time we were dealing with Darkseer, Ion Shell, constant oppressive action, but it is magic damage. This time around, a lot more physical coming out from TNC with the Weaver shift.
Massive amounts of minus armor being on the dire side, playing versus a Sand-King Rubik. Both these heroes do have very low armor. Juggernaut thankfully does have a good amount, but do feel like they need something to at least give them some kind of like sustain or so in the team fight on top of the Juggernaut healing ward, because yeah, with the weave building up with bugs, with corrosive haze. Sorry, gotta keep remembering the new spell names. It does make a difference. So that's a good response. A nice big frontliner who doesn't care. This guy has 9 armor, or 8 armor, level 1. Bloodlust works incredibly well in Juggernaut, and it enables your Rubik a bit more because this guy doesn't really need farm. Lets your Rubik get some items.
Yeah, I am real down with this.
Yep.
I think Ogre was the perfect support here, unless Tree and Protector was somehow added to CM. But like even like Ogre, right? He's even better against the Lincolns carrying Weaver, for example. He's got 2 abilities to be able to proc that. We'll see. We'll see what TNC have in response. So far, I really like TNC's lineup, but Infamous, I think that 4th pick Ogre brings it back a little bit for me. We'll see TNC. Are we looking at those dual lanes? In which case, maybe we pick up the safe lane. Who has the last pick here, Yannis? Fogged?
Infamous was second pick, so.
All right. So do you ever think about that and go, like, maybe we should just pick up our mid 4th since we're not going to have last pick?
Yeah, definitely sometimes. I think clearly both these teams really want to save it for the last. They did it the last game. They did it before too. It's something that people are doing it just a lot more. Like even if you don't have like the last pick, you just save your mid for last just to kind of give them that reduced time to kind of make the decision.
So Weaver safe lane as our carry. That's kind of what we're settled on now that we have a Darkseer Slardar aggro duel just like last time.
Yep. I like Infamous's lineup a lot this time just because they have a lot of like variety in the draft. The Ogre opens up a lot because the Bloodlust enables you now. The Juggernaut's going to have Bloodlust and then their last core as well. They're definitely going to pick something that kind of scales in a matter. Maybe something like a Queen of Pain this time. Some more team fight potential as well. Something that benefits from the Bloodlust is on top too.
They banned away the OD, so no need for a Templar Assassin this time around. I felt like that was kind of a necessity pick because of the OD.
Yep.
Ban
the Razor. And they take the TA themselves. Minus armor, minus armor, minus armor. Blue and purple heroes.
They banned Viper and Razor, so there's not too many heroes that are left out there. Is there any melee heroes that can abuse the TA a little bit more?
My mind's drawing a little bit of a blank. They don't have a lot of lockdown on the side of TNC. It's only the Slardar, so maybe the Ember Spirit could be a possibility. It can go both ways though versus the TA. We know that. It's one of those volatile matchups that definitely do. And he doesn't benefit so much from the Bloodlust.
It's slightly. I think the way I always put it was like statically, it's slightly favored towards TA, but Ember Spirit has more opportunities to make the plays and get the kills. Right?
Yeah, you can punish the mistakes a little bit easier.
Yeah,
while TA can't.
TA's just got that constant side blade harassment.
I'm trying to think of something that benefits from Bloodlust too. It's like a Shadow Fiend keeps coming in my head just because it's Kotaro and it's infamous. Like these guys love that hero. Yeah. They used to at least. I don't know about anymore.
Sniper here.
Sniper.
They don't have too many gap closers. Well, kinda. TA eventually gets Blink Dagger, Slardar, Blink Dagger. But I mean, I think it's still it benefits from the Ogre. It is a lane dominator against Templar Assassin because they're shrapnel.
I like the Sniper. I think it's cool.
No, they go Puck.
An old school matchup, Puck TA. TA wins a little bit, but
TNC win. Infamous didn't go Sniper. If they're not gonna, make my prediction sound good, then screw them. They can lose this game too.
And it's a safe lane Slardar, right? Oh no, it's even Weaver. Sorry.
Yeah, oops, Weaver.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? But okay, the Puck gives them more catch, more lockdown, and I think they overall just want more team fight. They don't want to be stuck in a position where they feel like they just have to farm for the late game. They want to be able to fight constantly, and I mean that's what we talked about. Infamous fighting nonstop. That'll at least help them do that once he gets his like level 6 and everything, he'll be able to make easy rotations and plays.
But it does mean if they play sloppy like they did last game, things are going to go down a hill a lot faster. They're not going to have anywhere near the same kind of scaling that Sniper would have offered.
Yeah. The cool thing is, though, at least they do have like the Ogre, so it's like, okay, we have a Puck, which isn't the best versus a TA, but if there's an Ogre standing on top of the TA's hill, then it makes it for a completely different game. And yet again, TNC, same exact move from the last game. Double smoke, double TP. The Darkseer and the Slaughter make their way down to bottom.
Different wards this time around. Just, make sure that Infamous didn't go back, watch the replay or something during our break, and spotted those out. I like it. TNC, keeping things fresh.
KingTech already prepping to be forced into the jungle early on, starting with an Iron Talon.
You think single core is going to become a thing? Because that is the one notable standout from this game and previous patches as well. We got very much used to not having single core heroes. And what we mean by that is having one core of a team be the only hero that really scales. And that's what we're looking at here for Infamous here. You have a Sand King is going to eventually drop off. Same goes with the Puck. Like they can do some things late game, but they're just not going to provide you the same kind of heavy hitting, sustained DPS that scaling mids like Invoker and OD would offer you.
Yeah, I think we might, but I think the Ogre kind of like makes it a little bit more acceptable in this one because Juggernaut's extremely powerful,
for sure.
And yeah, Bloodlust just makes you into quite of a monster. And I mean, the Puck can. The thing is, like, Puck has that interesting thing where Puck falls off, but if you have like an amazing laning phase, like you can get an early Veil with your lineup with the Sand King and everything. You get like Blink, Veil, Eul's, Dagon. You become such a nuisance in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely it's definitely harder for them to do that because they don't really have the ability to take Roche that easily. Sure, they have the Jug. They don't have minus armor or anything. While you look at TNC's. That Roche is gonna
armor galore.
That Roche is not even gonna survive for like 15 seconds once they get their timings on those.
Oof,
that's just out of range.
That is rough. Hard times for Cuckoo.
Oh, and wait, good point. From saying that, Raven is playing the Weaver, Cuckoo is playing the TA.
Yep.
I guess maybe that's just a thing that they do. Raven doesn't like playing TA, or maybe Cuckoo doesn't play Weaver. Okay, just a little bit of a change up in the way they laned.
Cuckoo was quite the man when it came to playing that Legion Commander last game.
Yeah.
Templar Assassin, a little bit more of a manlier hero.
Yeah.
Than the Weaver. King Tekka, poor King Tekka.
Yeah.
He went Iron Talon first, and Rior is making his life hell. Meanwhile, inside the Shrine, Sam H., he's currently trying to do a little bit of jungling with the Darkseer. Stinger is being a pain in his butt as well. Difference is, in this dual lane scenario, Tims is going to be able to push back Stinger, and Sam H will get that guaranteed farm and eventual level 2. Stinger going to try and slow down Tims a little bit. Maybe he'll be forced into using his own Shrine. Ion Shell is going to be on there for a while. Stinger, you're going to have to pop it. Just give into it now. Use that Shrine and make Kataro very angry at you.
Shrine baited.
Got him.
That's the new thing that you do in Dota. How to trigger your mid laner. Bait him to use the Shrine. Bait one of them to use the Shrine. But Rior is ruining King Tekka's life. Yeah, I think he would have just been better off if he just tried to go top with real items because his versus only 2 heroes.
Yeah, his lane is not bad. And he also would have actually been able to Sandstorm lane.
Yeah, he would have. I don't agree with this Iron Talon at all this game.
There's no way that this lane was ever going to be tough enough to warrant an Iron Talon on Sand King.
Oh, they even have an Ogre. Like, the Ogre can make moves to all 3 lanes in this.
Cuckoo actually gets hit by the orb. Oh,
one more hit.
He actually doesn't have a refraction. He's dead.
That was he probably didn't expect that from the Puck. Skipping phase shift.
Yeah.
Having that little bit of extra burst damage from the Waning Rift. 100
King
damage.
Tekka's dead.
Is he actually dead?
Get to the Shrine! Get to the Shrine! All right, he's good.
No, Rior is in a little bit of trouble.
We'll punish him, yeah, because he's got that Caustic Finale, so he's got another Burrow Strike coming up. King Tekka, he's got the kill. Rior, not much he can really do here. Caustic Finale pops him.
Okay, I agree with the Iron Talon. I'm just kidding.
Yep, it was the Iron Talon.
Yeah,
Iron Talon all along.
Still think he should have, probably gone to laning phase, but yeah, a bit of a misplay there from the Dazzle. Gets King Tekka that's a lot of space. Like, he gets him, that's boots and more.
You know what's hilarious about the Ogre? And I have experienced this, right? Playing the 4 position, being a dumb ogre, running into the mid lane. So mid laners are so focused on they love the 1v1 aspect, right, of the mid lane. They want to be able to outskill their opponents and everything. And ogre is the antithesis of skill. He literally just kind of runs at you and bumbles around. Kuko's probably just hating this ogre right now because he was enjoying a nice 1v1 versus the puck and everything. He feels like, this is a matchup she should definitely win. And then ogre just kind of defeats him just by being ogre.
Whoa. Kotaro went for 2 points in winning Rift.
That is something else.
0 points in phase shift.
He got more. He got that double CS because of it.
I did.
Value.
And he's going for the double null. Like we kind of mentioned, he's going to go for that Veil Rush. Very good versus the side of
I mean,
TNC.
this silence has super duper value in this game, right?
Yeah.
You've got Slardar, who's heavily messed up by it. Weaver, in particular, is going to be heavily controlled. You've got the Darkseer, who's going to have problems with not just the silence, but the Dream Coil especially, is really hampers his mobility quite a bit.
It's great to get on the back line. Like, you just get into the back line on the Dazzle, you stop a save, the team fight completely changes. I do like. It's an interesting puck pickup. We'll see if it ends up working out, if they can have the early and the mid game go in their favor heavily.
Excel running in with the Bloodlust. Tim's, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, wait. Did you actually get yourself
cut
away
down
here?
He's going to get out of here. It's going to be close.
He's got a TP. I just keep waiting for him to use it.
Wow. He's out.
Good job, Tim's.
That was pretty sick. Level 2 sprint.
Guardian
sprint.
Level 3.
Sorry, level 2 Guardian sprint.
Level 3 picks up the second level in Guardian Sprint. Man, that's a term. I'm never using
Guardian
I'm
Sprint?
not calling that anymore. I'm just calling it Sprint.
I think
You
that's
can
my
try and be
favorite.
correct all you want, Fogged. It's not going to work with me.
Dude, that was so good. I didn't know that one.
Listen,
Guardian
I
sprint.
fell for that once, saying something correctly. You know what that was, Fogged?
Huh?
It was noon instead of no one. Yeah, you remember that? Remember that?
Were you right?
I mean, technically, yes,
I
but
guess.
there's no way you should ever call that guy Nude. That's a terrible name.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. What's going on in this bottom lane? Double ion shells?
Yeah,
Not much?
same thing. Yeah, but look, Puck's doing very well. Like we said, the Ogre messing with the lane a bit just gives him a lot of leeway, picking up the kill too. Helps a lot having that double null versus the TA.
Rotating 4 position. Slardar might just catch King Tech. Oh, he ran out of mana.
Goodbye, King Tech.
What happened to his... I swear to God he had mana for Burrow Strike. Apparently not. And he's dead.
Still has decent farm. Tranquils, Iron Talon, Raindrop, Stout Shield.
Yeah.
Level 4. Getting that kill on the Dazzle was pretty huge.
That actually brought his whole entire game back.
Made the Iron Talon reasonable. And he's going back up.
He is just going to try and man mode here. Raven's going to punish him quite a bit, but King Tekka should be fine. He's got a lot of armor with this build. Trinkle Boots and Iron Talon.
Yeah.
Rubik
Tim's.
might just be able to catch Tim's here, or actually the Burrow Strike's going to land first, so Tim's is going to be comboed up here. Stinger doesn't have the mana to be able to hit the Fire Blast, but it doesn't matter.
Nice.
Since
Nice rotations.
Sprint causes all that extra damage. Poor Slardar didn't stand a chance.
Guardian Sprint.
Yeah, okay. Oh, nice little stack here for Sam H. Get it, Sam.
Yeah, this game he is not having the luxury of the last game where he had the 3.5 minute or 4 minute arcane boots. This time he goes for the Soul Ring. Much less farm. They're not finding nearly as much success in that aggro dual lane as they did last time versus Juggernaut, and it makes sense.
Do you agree? Do you really agree? Because the Ogre was sitting mid a lot. Why do you think he jungled to start with so heavily instead of once the Ogre started going mid, right?
It's a much stronger lane with the tri lane, because the last time they had an Undying who can't really move there, while the Ogre and the Rubik can be there, and they can. You can't really die versus those two heroes. They can just throw you into the tower and make everything completely negated. Mm-hmm. So it's different. It's a tri lane instead of a dual lane. So I guess he just thought maybe I can be more efficient by just double ion shelling the wave in the beginning, give Tim's the farm there, and then go to the jungle and then come down when I'm level 3 or something. But it was not the case, and Benjas did an excellent job of farming and denying a ton in the wave. Like 27 denies. Look at the denies in this game across the board. Everyone's just emphasizing crazy hard on that.
Benjas pops a mango, goes for the spin. Surge was needed, but that means Sam H is left with no escape mechanism, and he's level 6 too, so that's actually a pretty value kill that Infamous are going to be able to pick up.
That's like exactly what we were just saying it too. Like the aggression that they try to go for, it can be responded by 3 heroes too easily, and you can pay for your mistake quite heavily there.
And a big plus side, Slardar, even though there was a lot of denies, certainly has more farm than he normally would have. Cuckoo.
Yeah, Cuckoo mid
He's
lane.
already burned through all of his refraction. Going to go for the simple TP out. It's pretty close, but he will be able to escape. Tims will pick up the missed experience.
Smart TP. I thought he was TPing to his tier 1 when Tim's TP'd.
Yeah,
I thought he
that too.
misclicked. I was like, oh my god, is he really? I had a slight panic attack. But nope, Tims comes in to try to help his buddy, but great TP out by Cuckoo. The coil was baited, but yeah, Kotaro, this puck in the mid lane is doing very well. Saying King top, King Tekka, no stun.
All right, he's good.
Good.
Sam,
though.
not going to be as good. Blocked in. Big old dumb ogre in his way. Tries to go for the surge away. Blocked in too much. And now they'll be able to get a push towards that tier 1 tower.
Looks like the puck is... He still has the double null. You have regen in bottle, level 8. And he has treads in his quick buy. So maybe he's just going to go for quick treads rather than finishing up the veil or rushing the blink dagger.
Careful, Tims. Kotaro wants to outplay you. You know he does.
The range. I think the only reason he didn't go for that is because the Slardar has raindrops. I think if he didn't have raindrops, he would have killed him there.
Phase shift. Nice play there. Keeping the regen alive. Does manage to throw out the coil there. Cuckoo. He doesn't have a refraction, so he may be in serious trouble here. Does have the melt. Dodges a little bit.
That's
Will
slow.
be able to get away.
That 50% trap.
Oh, yeah. 50% traps are so obnoxious.
It's actually so ridiculous how much it really is. I mean, 50% is an absurd amount in Dota. Not many abilities really do that. It's like almost Gale worthy.
King Tekka is beginning to get close to his Blink Dagger, sitting at 1,000 gold right now. With his Iron Talon, he should be able to jungle pretty quickly.
He's doing great. Like, look at the offlaner on the side of TNC. Like, he's super crippled. Slardar as well. This jungle Sand that got that 1 kill on the Dazzle just...
He exploded.
Yeah, he's level 8, dude. Actually, wow.
I mean, Iron Talon, I like this play. He pulled the creep wave all the way over. Makes it a lot easier to be able to clear through these golems.
Yeah, he's going to have a well-timed Blink Dagger. And this good timing on Blink Dagger for Sand King in this game is super important. Because the puck is already having an excellent time in the mid lane. Looks like he's going to probably be rushing the Blink too. Maybe just turns back and goes for the Veil or treads. But contesting the first Rosh is going to be the easiest thing in the world for them.
Battle of the Wagon, no! Rior got it. Wrap around. This Slardar just keeps on wrapping around this top river area. He's going to try and go for King Tekka here.
He's got the corrosive haze this time for the vision at least. So
yeah.
See if it works out.
King Tekka needs a really good burrow strike here to be able to live through this one. Nice. Drawing him in a little bit. Will manage to follow up with Stinger here. The TP's also going to come in from Kotaro, so it's not even going to be close. Tims easily gets taken out. King Tekka survives and keeps his Blink Dagger progression. Keeps on trucking. 1,900 gold. He's pretty close.
That was a very quick response by Infamous that time. Much different than the last time. So they're having a lot better teamwork.
Where just left alone. Maybe King Tekka is just the favored child.
I mean, but that one was like an instant TP response. The last one, he was spinning for 5 seconds in the last game, and they didn't even help him. So
yeah,
this one, they're definitely feeling better about their draft, feeling better about their overall morale and communication. Just shows in their play and their decision making. And yeah, Kotaro on the puck, gonna have his Blink Dagger after this wave.
Oh, that's an interesting smoke. Rior gonna be able to break it here.
I think they were trying to get wards down.
Stinger gets in his face, but knows he can't get too aggressive.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get a deep ward down to be able to go for the tower pressure and see the response.
Yeah, and that would be able to really benefit King Tekka as he's about to pick up his Blink Dagger, so then that aggressive vision could have actually set them up for a great team fight.
They both have Blink at the exact same time.
Rior gets pop, haste rune, and he will easily be able to make his way out of here unless somehow, some way, his haste is out. He's got to blink up in a second here. Oh god, it's going to be actually really close with the bugs. He has a wand, but doesn't actually get to survive long enough.
Big kill for Raven.
Absolutely.
Level 11 now in this Weaver, probably the highest level in the game, I'm assuming, right? Yep. Just from that kill, he got a lot. How much experience did he get? Let's see. 886. Oh, some of it went to this. I was like, what? 886? Some of it went to the Slaughter.
Infamous currently sitting at a 4,000 net worth lead, 1,000 experience once again. Peruvians will take the early lead in this game. TP comes in from Stinger, not going to be fast enough. They do manage to steal Shukuchi, though. That's going to be a constant steal for the Rubik.
Nice.
He loves it.
Probably one of his better steals that he can get in the early game.
Right combination of escape and initiation and a little bit of nuke.
Yeah, like Refraction's great, Corrosive Haze is great, like most of Dazzle spells are excellent, Shukuchi. But that's probably one of the best ones in the early game.
Benja's going to be forced into a spin here. We've seen this game over and over again. Tims will fake out the crush. Benja's will be forced to spin.
Cuckoo's doing Ancients right now, but he's being
They're
contested.
really trying to do this, and they actually get a lot of those last hits here in with the orb. They pop the shrine. It looks like Stinger is going to get blown up here. Telekinesis pull forwards, and that just means Cuckoo's going to be a whole lot closer to killing that ogre. They still have the Sorge. Shukuchi forward. Nice double silence. They're going to be able to catch one, maybe two. Rior on the back lines gets caught by the Burrow Strike. King Tekka reveals his Blink Dagger on that one.
It's all the big
and
Ancients.
Cuckoo, he can't actually finish off any of these Ancients, so Infamous are going to be able to clean up all the big bad boys. They're going to TP bottom lane with King Tekka here. Cuts across, just trying to push Raven away from taking this tier 1.
They took most of the little creeps too, right? I think the Puck Orb got like 3 or 4, and then they got all the big creeps with the Jug when they rotated in there. That was a
really
big play for Infamous. Fighting on the Shrine. Shrine was used, and they won the fight.
Oh,
and
it's going to
took the
be
Ancients.
real important. The Corrosive Haze on King Tekka. Can he make his way out of here? Blink Dagger down to the south. They're trying to finish up this tier 1 tower, make sure there is no TPs in. Raven's now going to try and punish King Tekka after the Burrow Strike, but he's tanking up. They can't get it. Unfortunately, King Tekka did what he could, but the tier 1 tower will finally get traded for that movement in mid. Meanwhile, Tims is searching some of these heroes. Man, our Puck is just going a little bit crazy here. Does have the orb out on the other side. Tims is ready to go. Does manage to get off the coil. It's going to have to get the right kind of phase shift and blink away. Nicely timed. King Tekka will now try and look for the punish. Has Raven in the side quite low. Infamous, they're ready to go with another round of nukes from their Puck. Cuckoo just killed their Rubik at the top lane. King Tekka finally comes out. Will pop his head into Tims, gets a lot of nuke damage. Tims is actually surviving a decent amount. They have to jump away with the Puck deep into the trees. Tims will finally be caught by Benja's. Oh, Shell Great just in time. King Tekka in serious trouble, gets out the Burrow Strike, dodges the vacuum, but Cuckoo, he killed the Rubik at top, and now he TP bottom to be part of this engagement. Infamous, they're going to lose several here. Drop 2 in just this bottom lane engagement, and Benja's, he made the long walk all the way down here, has to TP back to base 2.
That discipline we were talking about in the last game. Infamous showing a little bit over eagerness to really want to fight there. I think it looked like the Puck's decision, Kotaro's decision to really want to keep trying for that after the tower died, because he TP'd in and tried to go for like a silence play on the Weaver, but yep, small mistake there for them, giving 2 big kills to TNC.
He's probably feeling the pressure, right? Kotaro. I mean, he's the Puck. This is where you hit your really, like, one of your bigger peaks. You've got the Blink Dagger and your maxed out nukes against a Weaver. You feel like you should just be able to punish this hero. But with this Weaver build that we're seeing all this, oh, God! Holy shit, yeah. Huh.
Did he just get heal bombed?
Yeah, he got heal bombed real hard. He just jumped into that one thinking he was going to be able to pop the creep wave. And Rior here with some baller timing hits the heal bomb. Oh, apparently we're getting word this is going to be the last game of the day. It seems like the day has gone on a little bit too long, so hope you guys won't miss out. We'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure. Not sure how that schedule is going to work out, but I'm sure they've already planned it ahead.
So this is pretty big though. These like last few minutes for TNC. Just look at the you just look at the kill score of the board, and they've picked up majority of the bounty runes. They've picked up 3 or 4 kills, 2 towers. It's all in the favor of them. And we can take a look at the swing on the graph, and it's about a 4,500 gold swing for TNC, and I'm gonna pretty similar in the experience.
That is real nasty. King Tekka just caught Rior. You've made many plays in the past, Rior, but you're just not going to get out of that one. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Benja's going for one of those aggressive pushes out into the side lanes. Unfortunately, this is something that they really are going to have to get a hold on. They don't have any disables to go through Magic Immunity, so that's something TNC kind of need to get ahead of every single time, because Juggernaut, if he's good enough on his spin. I guess they have the bash from Slordar, but
Bash from Slaughter, if they get the corrosive haze and the TA gets big enough, they can kind of kill him through. But it's still tough. It definitely is still.
Excel gets some nice aggressive wards down, does see Tim's on his way, manages to prevent his smoke from popping, allowing his team to be able to set up here. So Tim's going to get blown up with a combination of nukes. That is pretty unfortunate. It may be a Slardar, and you're thinking, 4-position Slardar, not a big deal. Smoke popped on that one, but his Blink Dagger all important here for TNC to be able to get some tempo.
Yeah, he lost 300 gold there. Sam H is also struggling quite a bit in this game. He went for the mech, not the dominant build that we've been seeing very commonly built now, and he's not having nearly the same game as last time. 0-3 on him, getting pressured super heavily. Mid lane, Cuckoo getting gone on here.
Fresh refraction here. They actually got to go for the courier. Can't quite get it. Slowed down.
Yeah, no coil just yet. Juggernaut's not there. Neither is the Sand King just yet. Now they're starting to move into position.
Full rotation looks like they're going to try and
the
smoke behind Weaver on TNC. That is not going to be great timing unless they actually know about
They
Roche.
see the Roche. They have a trap in there.
Yeah, they have a trap. Oh, Jesus.
This could...
Who doesn't bring counter wards to...
Uh-oh. They've got coil up in 5 seconds, and he's got Veil and everything ready.
Oh, boy. This is going to be a nasty fight. They already get the silence out. Sam H, good crush. And they're going to try and pop Katara, but he managed to get off the phase shift. Still, though, problems as the wall vacuum combination goes down, and now it's full retreat out from Infamous. They're going to try and get some TPs away. Unable to do that much. Ooh, whoa, pop out there from Excel. Infamous. Oh, God, here comes a big one. King Tekka. He gets a big epicenter out. Managed to kill 3 heroes and maybe a 4th Raven. He's being chased away. Not quite good enough. TNC, that was looking so good for them, but finally they get the initiation out from King Tekka just a half second too late to be able to save Kataro there.
Yep. A little bit in favor of Infamous. Now they're going to start back on that Roche. Now they've got the D ward. They killed the trap, but
they've got
Weave
still.
though. They can't do this.
Yeah, they definitely can't do this. They just shrined up. They're good. They can actually maybe kill Excel. Look at that Midas armor. Nice vacuum. Beautiful play, but the telekinesis is still there from Raven. He almost gets taken out, and he is. Too much nuking power. Woo. Didn't have the time walk up, and now he's just... Are they really still going to be able to do this? The weave up, everything. They've got a couple of members of TNC here, but all of them from Infamous are going to be able to come in soon. King Tekka is going to get popped almost before the Burrow Strike gets it off. Barely will be able to walk it off a little bit. Now a good spin out as Infamous. Benj is looking to be able to pick up a couple kills. Tim's, he gets the crush off, but dies immediately afterwards. Benj is, though, with that haze as well as the huge amount of damage on Cuckoo, managed to take out that big damage dealer, and he's looking for war with the combination of the Refraction Ion Shell. He is just lawnmowering through these heroes of Infamous. Katara will be able to dance himself away, but Roshan is sitting at 2,700 HP. Cuckoo, please, you're not going to try and do this.
I'm not here. You didn't see me with your
definitely
sentry.
Wasn't there. Refraction wearing out here. They've got the Weaver coming in.
This is where these two teams.
King Tekka, 10 seconds until Epicenter's back up, and he's almost there to be able to get the Burrow Strike.
This fight has been going on for 2 minutes.
Raven's trying to chase him away. It's nicely played. King Tekka's just going to sit inside with the Sandstorm. They do have the counter vision, though. Set up. Burrow Strike. Cuckoo gets blown up, and they managed to pick up the Roshan. H is picked up by King Tekka, and now Infamous will turn against TNC. They've got the backup of Stinger ready to go. King Tekka is going to make his way across. Got the Blink Dagger up in a second. Rior might be the target here, but that is blinking into a shrine. We've talked about Infamous and playing around those shrines before. They will wisen up, it seems. They've taken the Aegis, and they look to take now the Tier 2.
Okay, team fight's over.
Oh, no, it's not. Raven's going to be gone on the back lines. Immediately managed to get the silence onto Rior, but they'll bounce themselves away. Continued, Fogged. You were saying.
Oh, my. That was insane. There's too much to even sum up of what happened there.
There is still an Epicenter.
Great spell usage by the puck, getting multiple hero coils. That's pretty much what turned the fights for them. King Tekka staying around. Benjez does die in the end, and Cuckoo gets that triple kill, but still they end up getting the Roche. I think they got the last hit on the Roche too, I want to say. They did.
Yeah.
So very well done by Infamous, non-stop battling. But yeah, look at the lanes. They're all literally just mid. No one's even looking at the side lanes in this game.
Yeah, they just don't care. They're all pushed out by TNC decent amount right now.
Yeah.
Infamous trying to use that Aegis, pushing forward. Burrow Strike away. King Tekka. They'll be fine for now. He's got that Aegis anyway.
It's crazy how badly they really want to pick this 5-man fight when the Slardar is 100 gold from his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, that is.
All he needs to go do is one camp or something, or one half a creep wave, and he'll have it. And then the engagements become incredibly different for them. Just much easier to land the combos with the Darkseer. And to actually single out and burst a target rather than having these weird back and forth situations that we keep seeing happen.
Yeah, it's kind of like every single time they just kind of have to hold against the initiation of Infamous and then bounce back with this heavy physical damage that they have. But
oh, I hope Benjez actually keeps this creep and micros it in fights, the Purge creep.
Oh, nice.
Rips.
Take away that haze?
Yeah, you can take away the haze and it just rips TA apart. Like, unable to really
true.
move in the fights without your BKB, you're sitting duck to get bursted down if the rest of them aren't completely
Helmet Dominator creep, man.
Dude.
I think that's...
The Banisher, look at it go. It's intimidating, man.
Yeah, it is the littlest creep sitting at 1400 HP.
King Tekka with the Aegis, playing very aggressively, getting as much information as possible so they can push this tier 2 safely.
He wants to get a catch. They know there's one hero missing at the top lane. There is the counter from Tims, but they're still going to lose their big defensive support.
Wall was committed too.
You think they... I don't know. With the wall down and the Templar Assassin top, do you think they consider just keep going?
I thought that they might actually want to just keep going, or maybe just go straight to the bottom lane and get the tier 2, but they want to respond. They don't want to lose any tier 2s. They don't want to lose any map control. Not Benjez. King Tekka, the captain, actually draws the line top, so I guess that it was a team decision to just
Puck's going to be controlled here pretty well, but now their disables have run out, and Tims is going to be the target instead. He does manage to jump himself away. Raven caught inside the coil. Actually breaks it there. King Tekka's here to be able to combo up with a Burrow Strike. Excel is close, but is not going to be able to get away from Cuckoo's heavy physical damage once again. Cuckoo seems to be the saving grace for TNC in this game, 21-13.
Why are people hitting creeps?
I don't know.
Benjez,
it's kind of weird.
This isn't... I'm just kidding. No, he's doing what he should be doing, pushing the top lane in after it being pushed in so far. Raven as well, pushing bottom lane a little bit harder, but Puck responding. And Kotaro is going for the Shiva build, so yeah, so much minus armor makes sense. So much physical damage as well. Good kite ability, good survivability. Gem now being picked up by Excel. They want to. The traps are really just so frustrating to deal with. I can't blame him. And then, of course, the Weaver just going to be... It's just a really good pickup for them now at this point.
It does mean, like, most likely, right, with this Aegis, they're going to try and push another one of these tier 2s. And having that gem does mean there is a big comeback opportunity for TNC if they can hold in just the right way.
Yeah. And this is the beauty about having like an Ogre when you're a Rubik. Like, we kind of mentioned it. The Rubik's able to get his own farm. Like, he can farm as much as he really wants with the Ogre, but Stinger's actually farming a lot too. Buys a Midas after all that shenanigan was going on. And he's going for a mech for himself, or maybe even a Crimson Guard. He just has the Buckler being finished.
Yeah, I'd like to see a nice mech. Because he can get the Guardian Greaves for himself later on, since he already has the Arcane Boots.
Yeah. I do believe that would be a great idea, especially versus the amount of minus armor. Like
I love that. I love the armor aura that you get when you're low enough.
Yeah, it's people actually forget about it so much because you get so much extra bonus regen as well. It makes such a big difference. I've seen countless times in pro games where the HP regen and the armor at someone at low HP just saves them and turns the fight around.
It's like plus 20, right?
It's very high. Yeah.
Let me just navigate this really awful new shop.
I got it, dude. Guardian Greaves, there you go.
15 health and 15 armor.
Yeah.
So that's what a level 2 corrosive haze, just countered by being low and around Guardian Greaves. Tim's looking for his initiation. Benjez is a target if he's not fast enough on the spin, but maybe he can get a 2 for here. Tim's actually immediately spins up. They're going to go ahead and get the corrosive haze and just start right-clicking him, but the stun does come in at the right time. They're not going to be able to combo with this Lardar Crush, and they will manage to get off the Omni Slash, picking up at least one. They're all caught inside this coil, and they will manage to get another one thanks to Kotaro trying to get away.
Ion Shell.
Blink, Ion Shell gets a little bit more of a jump, or the left-hand side. Does jump to that one, but he's going to explode down.
This is space right here.
This
is just normal space for Pucks.
Did he? I think he did that a little bit earlier. Oh, no, he's good.
There's like no way that they should be even chasing this. They should just be
pushing
lanes
it's just a waste of time. Sam H is hoping to be able to get in with the vacuum, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's a futile effort. Chasing the level 14 Puck.
Space for who? King Tekka. Looks like he's trying to set up on Raven right now, but...
That was quite large for TNC. Losing only Slider, picking up Benjez.
Yeah.
That was a level... I think it was a level 3 Omni Slash too, so... the fact that Dazzle survived... No, Dazzle did die, right? Yeah, he did die, okay.
They're all kind of grouped up, but...
Yeah.
Did he?
I think he did, right?
Oh, that's right. He died to Kotaro when he jumped in.
Yep.
With that coil.
picking fights away from their Sand King, though. That was very,
Yeah.
very strange. Very interesting for sure.
He's going Scythe, and he almost has it. Wow.
Yeah,
That is a huge pickup.
What? Wait. Yeah, he's the Mystic Staff.
Yeah, dude, he has the Mystic Staff and the Void Stone. He has 1,400 gold.
Maybe that was the plan. He's like, guys, go fight. I'm gonna go farm a Hex.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be able to pop out Burrow Strike and then Scythe onto heroes like Weaver. And nice popping of the Lincolns. They're gonna be able to jump on a Raven here, but a counter vacuum into the cross. You want to play from TNC?
Sick play.
Oh, team fight win easy for TNC. Guitaro's gonna try and get away, hoping to be able to get that bug off of him first. It should be fine, but that'll be a tier 1, maybe tier 2. Who knows how much TNC is going to be able to gain off of that sick combination of theirs.
That was a cute little play too by Tekka. He breaks the Lincolns with the Force Staff so that he can stun with his Burrow.
Yeah.
But he ends up getting annihilated by the vacuum combo with the Slaughter, and they lose their gem.
Sam H, right place, right time, right reactions. Manages to stop that whole entire combination in his tracks with a good vacuum. That'll be a tier 2 now for TNC. Reaching towards the end of these death timers, they're going to try and push for just a little bit more. I say a little bit, but with these Desolators and the heavy physical damage they do, a little may actually be a whole lot, especially with Guitaro not set up, no orbs going out, anything like that. They know where the puck is, too.
Yeah, his TP's still cooldown. He's running all the way back.
They might just be able to get this full melee racks. Looks like the Infamous, they're going to push out, try and force these heroes away from the melee racks. So will manage to catch Sam H. Does get a helpful Force Staff. Trying to defend him. Benjes has the Omni Slash ready to go, but doesn't quite pop it. TNC continue to stay grouped up very nicely.
That only reason they lived, like they escaped at all like that, is because of Tim's play. He blinked up onto the high ground, and he starts just messing with the puck. So Kotaro actually coiled him and doesn't even go for the kill. He just coiled him, lost vision of him for a second, and didn't even try to go for the Yule's attempt to cancel his TP. So instead of cutting off 3 or 4 heroes, he gets distracted by this play from the Slaughter. That was
Whoa,
very
King
nice.
Tekka, what are you doing? Earlier, a puck didn't jump to his orb because he didn't want to fight around the shrine. King Tekka seems to have no problem jumping in deep into TNC's side of the map. Looks like they're going to go for this tier 2 at bottom lane, the final tier 2 of TNC that'll open up those shrines. King Tekka's looking to be able to finish off that Scythe, gets a Burrow Strike away, but still hit by the Crush, caught by the Corrosive Haze, shouldn't be able to get away from this one now, and that will be the Scythe, just a little bit more delayed. Bottom lane, looks like they've caught Raven. Telekinesis, but the silence is worn off, and Raven will be able to shoot Kuchi away, and it looks like this team's just going to push for high ground, forcing Infamous back, and they do not have their Sand King. Who
Does
knows?
have buyback, but
Maybe he'll be forced into that buyback, kind of itchy trigger finger here.
don't think he
Tim's
needs
looking
to, but
for
if they
his
can get a
initiation.
good if they can get a good position with the buyback, then it's
Glimmer
definitely
Cape
possible.
jump forward. That melee racks is so low.
Ward placed in the base by TNC, so they're aware of a lot that's going on the side of Infamous. They put the sentry on the top side, and they miss both wards. Both of the Obs wards are still alive on the side of TNC in Infamous's base.
20 seconds left on the Sand King. They really don't want to force this one. Oh, nice jump out there. Sam H, another great save by the Force Staff, but a jump in the back line does manage to get a lot of silence up there. Tim's, he jumps forward. Glimmer Cape actually manages to save him. Kuku turns and fights with a BKB, jumps forward, catches Bench at the backside, does manage to pursue him out. Now goes for Stinger, the tanky ogre. He'll be able to survive, but it'll be the melee racks. It's going to be cost here as King Tekka comes in a bit too late off the death timer, jumps forward, goes for Kuku, doesn't really have the damage to back it up. And it looks like they have backdoor protection now. Still going to try and eat through it, though, and get this range tracks. With the Juggernaut still down, Kuku is actually just going to push for more here, but he's going to be punished. Burrow Strike, jump forward, combo stuns, good crush out from Tim's. King Tekka, he just can't handle this. The Corrosive Haze against these 2 physical damage dealers, and he's just calling it.
Kotaro is chasing the courier and running around in the river and stuff, though he's not even helping his team try to defend. That was really bizarre what was going on.
Yeah.
It looked like he was hesitating a bit on his spell usage too. I don't know, it seems like something was going on between the team there. Because he would blink in and it looked like he had a 3 or 4 man coil and he would just blink in and phase shift. So.
Huh. I don't know. Something definitely wrong with Infamous here. That's for sure. I mean, we talked about this whole entire series, right? It was the fact that this team, they just looked sloppy in game 1, and I think game